Hello guys, welcome back to another episode. This is going to be our semi-final number 2. So yeah, let's get started here. We have Kaku versus Close. Semi-final number 2 to see who's going to go to the finals and who's going to go to the bronze medal game. And so far Kaku gets off to a pretty good start here, but then he's actually going to kick it over Mr. Claus. And it's the Balloon Tycoon facing the Mall Tycoon. And then the Balloon Tycoon is going to score again. And right here is going to be another little dribbler into the net. And then, look at this, Mr. Claus kicks it into his own net. And then again, we have the jumpies over here, guys. A little dribbler that's just going to get in. And then again, they're back here ready to fight. And Kaku kicks it into his own net, giving Mr. Claus a big 5-1 lead. That's what the Italy game was. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, it was 5-1 Italy when we left, obviously, and that's what the game was. And right there, it's gonna be another pretty good goal. And then again, they're going to score. And then look at this, Mr. Claus. Like, look at how many goals he's scoring. But then finally here, his kind of streak ending. He's already scored 9 in like 57 seconds or whatever it is. But Kaku tries to get one over, but Mr. Claus keeps it from going over. Bounces up on his head, and then gives it a big old boot. And then Kaku tries to get it. He's going to get it, but then Mr. Claus gonna put it over his head. 10-9, and then again another one of those little just squibble sins. And then this time Mr. Claus goes for the ball, but so does Kaku. And then Kaku is actually the one that's gonna end up kicking it into his own net, making it 12-1. And then Mr. Claus here almost kicks into his own net. Eventually it will go in. And then again here, Kaku, Mr. Claus is going to score to make it 13-2. That's the most anyone scored. And then again, he's going to put away another one, 14-2. This time Kaku tries to get it. Mr. Claus kind of waits. And then look at this, Kaku jumps over the ball. And then he's coming back, and Mr. Claus jumps over and hits it back the other way. And he's going to bounce it up over Kaku's head and out of play. And then look at this, Kaku has to defend his own net because he almost kicked it into his own net. And was 14-2 for Germany. And give me a second, guys. I'm going to be back and ready for the third place game and for the final game. Hey guys, I'm back for the bronze medal game here. So we're going to be having France facing Holland. For France, we're going to be using Wiltord. For Holland, we are going to be using who do we even use for Holland? Oh yeah, how can I forget the Mall Tycoon? And look at this, Mall Tycoon strikes early. Right here, Wiltord though. Wiltord trying to get it. Wiltord tries to jump over. Kaku's going to kick into his own net, and now it is 1-1. Kaku though is going to get it. And then look at this jump ball here. Kaku, Wiltord actually kicks into his own net, jumps over to save it just in time. Kaku is then going to block it 3 times and then put it into his own net. And then Kaku again just blocks it Wiltord. But right here though, look at this guy. Wiltord gonna jump right over it before realizing that Kaku just kicked into his own net, making it 4-2. This is a big game for bronze, or for whatever you want to call it. Kaku is then going to lose the face-off, jumps over Wiltord, and then they're battling for the ball here. Kaku is going to let it rip. Wiltord though is pretty fast. Kaku is going to jump it, and then he jumps to kind of like showboat, and he's actually going to kick it out. But then Wiltord is going to jump over. Actually, that was not on purpose. That actually happened like real. And then Wiltord went with the kick here. Come on, Wiltord. Wiltord. Wiltord's gonna score, and then Kaku is going to score to make it 6-3 for Holland. But then Kaku is going to actually kick into his own net. Or actually, no, it didn't go in. Didn't go in. I thought it was gonna go in. But Kaku. Why didn't Wiltord just? Oh no! And then Wiltord's gonna score. It's 6-4. Then Wiltord here gives up on the ball. Kind of waits till Kaku kind of jumps over him. And then look at this game. Wiltord is then going to bounce it up, and it's going to be a tie game. Wiltord coming back from that 6, but then Kaku is going to actually he messed it up. Should just wait till the last second then kick it in, but then Kaku, the guy from Holland, is going to battle with Wiltord. Oh, look at that though. Oh, he scored! But then the kick, Kaku will score just before the time ends, and that is going to be a big 7-6 victory for Holland, giving them third place. And I'll be back when it's ready. Hello guys, we're back. Germany, obviously, with Mr. Claus. In Italy, with who do we even use? Oh yeah, we use Gallardino. Hey, I am Gallardino. So Mr. Claus, if Mr. Claus loses, like I'm not even sure how Germany even lost their first game. Oh no! Gallardino is going to score. The Mr. Claus going to bounce up. Gallardino is actually pretty boss though compared to Mr. Claus. Mr. Claus, no! Mr. Claus is getting destroyed. Until Mr. Claus is going to jump over Gallardino. They both jump over each other, and then they both watch the ball go out of play. Gallardino. Mr. Claus is going to come in here barging like a rampart. Look at this ball. It's a little thinger, and then look at that. Gallardino kind of balls it. Mr. Claus is going to score, but then Gallardino is going to win that one. Mr. Claus uses his power boot move. Well, Gallardino tries to jump over his head. He's going to kick it out. Jumps over his player's own teammate. Or no, over the Italian guy. Before he's going to save it. And then Mr. Claus comes in, bouncing it over his head. Gallardino cannot get onto the ball, but he's going to put it out of play. Then Gallardino here, looking to kick the ball. Mr. Claus is right there to head it in, but he can't. He was going to head it in, but Mr. Claus can sometimes be pretty bad. And look at that. In comes Gallardino. Look at Mr. Claus going with the Undertaker, but come on, Mr. Claus. You kind of have to win. You're the balloon tycoon. But Gallardino is too good and too awesome. But then Gallardino here, Mr. Claus is going to kick it into his own net almost. He's going to jump over just to keep himself alive. Well, Gallardino, look at this pop. And he's going to pop it up. Gallardino's going to try to save it. And then, oh my god, Mr. Claus cannot get it going. And then Gallardino's going to come out, jumps, misses it, and then Mr. Claus is back in the game. Mr. Claus is then going to kick it over again, and it's going to go over Gallardino's head to take the 3-2 lead. But then Gallardino, though, is going to let it go right past Mr. Claus, and he's going to score with just seconds left before Mr. Claus is going to try to score again, but it's going to have to go into an over extra time, which means that if he would have scored there, it would have counted. And Gallardino shoots it down the field, jumps over it. Mr. Claus is also going to jump over it. And then he's pretty much just bopping himself, and then they're all both kind of going for it. Mr. Claus drops, and